And today on the stack we have a Sony CDP-30. It's got the usual of the era Sony tray. Let's put in the the well-loved CD-ROM disc, very scratched, and it's very quick to read. Very quick. Track to track, track. It's there. It's there. Does start to jump and jitter a bit on the later tracks because the scratches are pretty bad up there. No, you have your LEDs on the top for play and for pause, rather than on the actual display itself as a symbol. There's the LEDs, which is slightly annoying because it's slightly offset, so it's not like a complete play symbol illuminated. In Japan, of course, and as we know, digital. Use the array of buttons. We'll see. Still calling the stop button a reset, just in case. Of course, it's a Sony. In case you weren't aware, you've got a disc in there. Time-wise, you have your elapsed track time and your remaining time. And I'll demonstrate here the you've got to repeat single or all. And of course you've got your A, B repeat. So you can repeat that favoured part again and again and again. And you just hit one all to clear all that. But it does share a lot with the other Sony players of this sort of style, this sort of form factor, like the tray front, the actual tray mechanism, and the laser mechanism. They're all pretty much the same, just a very slight different layout in the buttons. But it is a nice machine, solidly built. This is a mid-class of MIDI, the MIDI size. No, it's not the smallest. And we're back. Plain simple. Analog RCA lineouts. And of course your power cord. I think from memory this one came in, it was spinning the disc up very fast, wasn't reading, so sorted all that out, and now it's 100%. Nice little player. I do love these early Sonys.